talk to him, Lewis. Did you call angle on that one? Oh. Oh. There you go, good. See, that's the one I'm talking about. On that one, Christina, you see the ball going forward, you see the passes forward, everything's going fast that way. It's probably going to be tight. Hang up there just a little longer than you normally would. Katie! It's so nice, isn't it? Not your fault. She needs to reach that left hand out a little bit more. You were good. Now normally people would say, oh, you're too far in, but the way we block, you know, if she's blocking like this, she's going to give up too much middle. On that, she should really push, 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 because he's about 2 feet off, and he can get more of that deep swing. She barely missed it. I mean, it was literally an inch under your hand. Not even. There you go. That's the one that you come tight because it either goes over or that. You know, so. Oh, good change up, Lewis. Okay, so at this point, girls, you've got some blocks, you've made some good defensive plays. At this point in the game is where I would switch to tricky blocks, 3s and 4s, because now they don't want to get blocked. They're thinking, let's just, you know, shoot over the blocks or whatever, and you can get tons of defensive pickups by 3s and 4s. Now, you don't... 3's line, 4's angle. Yeah, it's the same thing as 1s and 2s, odds and evens. You're just showing the other first. Very late. It's very late, both. It's very late. So you're sitting in your defensive position. So if she calls a 3, you're sitting on the angle, sitting on the angle, really making yourself visible. And then as he goes into his backswing, you're just sprinting to that line. Sorry, I was thinking the other way. 4. A 3, yes. No. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you can. You can do them. Hold on, let me see if we're still recording. Yep. As soon as you're ready, Katie, I'll work you in. almost done with this anyway. They've done both sides. There you go. In a game you won't do it yet, but you'll get used to it. See, that's perfect. And it did force him into the angle also. A little slow, and he had a really good shot. I mean, he swung hard, maybe 10, 12 feet off the net and hit the outside of the line, so. The girls played awesome, by the way. The 16s were, but we had to give the 18s the win. We were going to beat them in 3, and I told them, I said, I'm going to give them some calls. And I called one ball out that was in, and then I called one time, they reached way over and blocked it, and the ref called it for us, and I said, no, I had a good angle on it, it's theirs, and they were really light with it, otherwise we would have beat the 18s, and the 18s played well. Yeah. Oh, it worked out, it was fine. She played great libero yesterday. She did great. Juliet played great at the net. Caitlin was great. I mean, they all played good. Now, I find 4s are more effective than 3s because you're showing line like you normally show. So when they start going over the block, they're going to roll it over the block line where she runs to get on the defense. That's my preference. I would rather do 4 once the defense switches to shooting than a 3, because you'll find that more people hit high line over the cut than high cut over the cross block. You follow that logic? So if I was to go tricky blocks, I would start off doing tricky 4, not tricky 3. It's where the defense and the switch at the last second. Yeah. Do a couple more, then we're going to do a new drill and get Katie involved. Alright, it worked the way it should. It looked a little crazy, but that's exactly how it should work. Great play. Super fun to play against a good offensive team. Gets them a little confused, then they can't just guess. These two are playing good together. Christina. To left one. That's it right there. Perfect. That was the first one you guys did where both of you had perfect timing on it. Yeah, it helps. It helps. For tricky blocks, it helps. And if you get really comfortable with it, you could change. But And I gotta tell you, nobody's gonna put that together. Nobody's gonna go, oh, when she starts at the net, she's doing a tricky block. When she starts off, she's gonna do a, no one's gonna put that together. It's just not gonna happen. If somebody has that kind of volleyball IQ, they deserve to win. All right, last one right here. Yeah, they call it tricky blocks. Oh yeah? It's rough, isn't it? Do one more. At that point, you almost have to be aggressive. One thing that works every time is jumbos, which people just don't think of hitting.